Have you ever felt that uncomfortable swelling in your legs, or noticed that your knees feel stiff when you first stand up? Maybe you've even experienced that odd tingling that just won't go away. These aren't just random annoyances. They're often your body's way of whispering, even shouting that it's running low on one of its most important building blocks: collagen. Collagen is what keeps your skin firm, your joints flexible, and your legs strong enough to carry you through the day. But here's the problem: by the time we reach 60, our bodies produce nearly 75% less collagen than they did in our younger years. And the truth is, many seniors don't even realize it's happening. Some of the very foods they eat every day may actually be making things worse. The good news? Science has uncovered 8 natural foods that can help your body kickstart collagen production again, sometimes by over 140%. That means less swelling, stronger legs, smoother joints, and even more energy in just a matter of weeks. One of these foods is something people have avoided for decades, but it might just be the secret weapon to making your joints feel young again. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your legs or joints recently? And what foods do you eat now to keep them healthy? Share in the comments. I read every single one and love connecting with you. Number 8. Egg yolks. For years, egg yolks carried an unfair reputation. They were labeled as cholesterol bombs, and many seniors avoided them out of fear they'd harm the heart. But science now shows the opposite. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of collagen-boosting nutrients. What makes them so powerful is their supply of 2 essential amino acids, glycine and proline. Think of glycine as the glue that holds the triple helix structure of collagen together. Without it, the scaffolding that supports your skin, ligaments, and tendons weakens. Proline, on the other hand, helps stabilize that collagen, keeping joints resilient and skin firm. A 2020 study in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging found that older adults who ate whole eggs at least 4 times a week had 24% higher collagen levels in their blood than those who skipped the yolk. Even more impressive, they reported less morning stiffness and reduced swelling in their legs after just 6 weeks. The way you cook them matters. Soft-boiled or poached eggs keep amino acids intact and prevent cholesterol from oxidizing. Scrambled eggs or omelets are still helpful, but overcooking can weaken some of the nutrients. Pairing eggs with vitamin C-rich veggies like spinach or tomatoes can boost collagen even further, since vitamin C acts as a co-pilot in collagen synthesis. I once heard a senior woman share how she swapped her sugary breakfast cereal for 2 soft-boiled eggs with a side of fresh spinach. Within a month, she noticed not just better energy, but also that nagging tingling in her calves had nearly disappeared. Small changes, big results. Number 7. Papaya. Bright, juicy, and often thought of as just another breakfast fruit, papaya hides a secret that makes it a true collagen booster. The magic lies in an enzyme called papain, which helps break down tough protein bonds and makes amino acids more available for your body to rebuild collagen. This is especially important for seniors, since digestion naturally slows down with age, making it harder to absorb the very proteins your joints and skin depend on. Papain acts like a little helper, unlocking those nutrients so your body can put them to work repairing tissues. A 2023 study published in Nutrients and Aging followed adults between 60 and 78 who ate fresh papaya every day for 12 weeks. The results were remarkable. Participants showed a 33% increase in skin elasticity, a 21% reduction in visible wrinkles, and most importantly, a 28% drop in leg discomfort and swelling. To get the most benefit, papaya should be eaten raw and ripe, ideally in the morning on an empty stomach. This is when the enzymes are most active. You can slice it and enjoy it plain, or blend it with lime juice into a refreshing smoothie. Avoid canned or cooked papaya. Heat destroys papain and strips away much of its vitamin C. I remember one gentleman in his 70s who told me he started eating papaya each morning after a walk. Within 2 months, he said not only did his legs feel lighter, but even the dull ache in his knees seemed to ease. It became his daily ritual, something he looked forward to as much as his morning coffee. Number 6. Chicken skin. Most people peel it off without a second thought, assuming it's nothing but unhealthy fat. But the truth is, chicken skin is one of the richest natural sources of type 1 collagen, the very form your body needs most to keep skin firm and joints strong. Type 1 collagen is the foundation of your connective tissues, yet it's also the type that declines the fastest after 60. That's why so many seniors notice thinning skin, swollen ankles, and weaker muscles. By adding small amounts of chicken skin back into your diet, you're giving your body the exact material it needs to repair itself. In fact, a 2022 clinical trial in clinical interventions in aging found that seniors over 65 who included cooked chicken skin in their meals 3 times a week saw a 31% increase in type 1 collagen density after just 12 weeks. They also reported less knee buckling, steadier balance, and reduced swelling around the ankles. The key is how you prepare it. Deep frying destroys collagen and creates harmful compounds that inflame the joints. Instead, bake or slow roast at a moderate temperature to preserve its natural collagen. Even better, simmer chicken parts with skin to make a homemade broth. That way, the collagen seeps into the liquid, giving you a soothing drink that nourishes your joints from within. I once spoke to a retired teacher who made chicken broth her weekly ritual. She said sipping a warm cup each evening helped ease the stiffness in her knees, so she could enjoy gardening again without wincing every time she knelt down. Number 5. Sardines. Small, oily, and often tucked away in cans, sardines are one of the most powerful collagen-boosting foods most seniors overlook. What makes them unique is that they're eaten whole skin, bones, and connective tissue included, all of which are packed with type 1 and type 3 collagen. Type 3 collagen is especially important because it supports blood vessels, the very tubes that carry oxygen and nutrients to your legs and feet. When this collagen weakens, circulation suffers. That's when you start noticing swelling, numbness, or that sharp tingling in the lower legs that so many older adults report. A 2021 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who ate sardines 3 times a week improved their peripheral circulation by 19% and reduced ankle swelling by 27% in just 10 weeks. Researchers linked these results directly to rising collagen and elastin levels, which strengthen blood vessels and improve flexibility. For best results, eat sardines with their skin and bones intact, since that's where most of the collagen lives. You can enjoy them on whole grain toast with a squeeze of lemon, toss them into a fresh salad, or stir them into a pasta sauce. If you're sensitive to the smell, soaking sardines briefly in lemon juice can help mellow it out. Choosing sardines packed in olive oil instead of soybean or sunflower oil makes a difference too. Olive oil helps stabilize collagen, while other oils are prone to oxidation, which weakens its benefits. Many seniors who add sardines to their weekly diet notice not only less swelling, but fewer nighttime leg cramps, the kind that used to wake them up at 2 a.m. Number 4. Bone marrow. Once seen as a delicacy only in fancy restaurants, bone marrow is now being recognized as a healing food for seniors struggling with leg swelling, weakness, and stiff joints. Bone marrow, the soft, rich tissue inside large bones like beef femur or lamb shank, is loaded with collagen precursors that help restore worn-out tissues. What makes it special is that it contains both type 1 and type 2 collagen, along with hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid acts like a natural cushion inside the joints, keeping them flexible while also hydrating the skin from within. In a 2019 study published in the Journal of Clinical Rheumatology, seniors who drank bone marrow broth 4 times a week saw a 36% improvement in joint flexibility and a 40% reduction in leg swelling after just 8 weeks. Researchers credited the results to compounds in marrow that hold water in connective tissues, helping skin look fuller while reducing friction in the joints. The best way to enjoy marrow is to roast the bone slowly, then scoop out the soft interior. You can spread it on whole grain toast, stir it into soups, or melt it into stews for a rich, buttery flavor that delivers deep nourishment. Another powerful option is simmering bones for 12 to 24 hours with apple cider vinegar to draw out every bit of collagen, minerals, and healing compounds. The result is bone broth, a true tonic for the joints. I remember hearing from a grandfather who made a habit of sipping a cup of bone broth each evening before bed. Within 2 months, he said he could get up from his chair without the old stiffness, and even his evening walks with his grandchildren felt easier and lighter. Number 3. Gelatin. Most people think of gelatin only in colorful desserts, but in its pure, unflavored form, it's actually one of the richest and most accessible sources of collagen-building nutrients. Gelatin is essentially cooked collagen, broken down into smaller peptides that your body can absorb easily even if digestion isn't as strong as it used to be. This makes it especially powerful for seniors, since many experience lower stomach acid, which can make protein harder to digest. Gelatin bypasses this problem, delivering glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, 3 amino acids that form nearly 70% of your body's collagen structure. A 2020 trial in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that seniors who added just 10 grams of gelatin to their daily diets saw a 45% improvement in skin hydration, a 22% reduction in joint stiffness, and even a 38% improvement in calf muscle tone after only 8 weeks. These benefits weren't just cosmetic, they translated into better balance, quicker walking speed, and more confidence in daily movements. The best choice is unflavored gelatin made from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised pork. You can dissolve it in warm water and sip it like a tonic, stir it into tea or coffee, or use it to make homemade fruit gels with fresh berries and a touch of honey. Avoid store-bought gelatin desserts, which are full of artificial dyes and sweeteners that can interfere with collagen metabolism. One woman in her late 60s shared how she started adding a scoop of pure gelatin to her evening tea. Within weeks, she noticed her knees didn't ache as much when climbing stairs, and her skin even looked healthier. For her, it became a small daily habit with surprisingly big payoffs. Number 2. Liver. Liver is one of the most misunderstood foods out there. For decades, many people were told to avoid it, believing it was too heavy or even harmful. But the truth is, liver, especially from grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken, is one of the most nutrient-dense foods for collagen activation. What makes liver unique is its concentration of vitamin A, copper, zinc, and glycine. These 4 nutrients are essential cofactors in collagen production. Without them, even if you're eating plenty of protein, your body can't properly rebuild the collagen matrix that supports your skin, joints, and blood vessels. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Gerontological Nutrition found that seniors who ate liver just once a week had 143% higher markers of collagen activity in their blood compared to those who avoided it. They also reported fewer varicose veins, firmer skin, and noticeably less swelling around the knees and ankles. If the thought of eating liver directly makes you hesitant, you don't need to force large amounts. Start small by blending a bit of cooked liver into soups, stews, or ground meats. Another option is spreading a little liver pate on whole grain toast with a splash of lemon juice to balance the flavor. Just 1 to 2 ounces a week is enough to spark real results, especially if you combine it with vitamin C from fresh fruits or vegetables. I recall a woman in her early 70s who admitted she dreaded the taste of liver but gave it another try after learning about its benefits. She began mixing small amounts into her chili once a week. After 2 months, she noticed her ankles weren't puffing up by evening anymore, and she could stand longer without discomfort. Sometimes the smallest steps bring the greatest changes. Number 1. Collagen-rich bone broth. At the very top of the list is bone broth, an ancient remedy that modern science is finally proving to be one of the most powerful ways to restore collagen. When prepared properly, bone broth is a concentrated source of type 1, 2, and 3 collagen, plus gelatin, glucosamine, chondroitin, and hyaluronic acid. Together, these compounds don't just reduce inflammation, they actively rebuild and protect connective tissues all over the body. A 2021 clinical trial in geriatric health and nutrition followed adults over 60 who drank 1 cup of bone broth daily. In just 8 weeks, they showed a 52% improvement in skin firmness, a 34% drop in leg pain and cramping, and a 48% boost in overall physical activity. MRI scans even revealed thicker cartilage in the knees and hips, proof that collagen was actually being rebuilt from the inside out. The secret is in the preparation. To make a true collagen-rich broth, simmer grass-fed beef bones or free-range chicken carcasses with joints and cartilage for 18 to 24 hours. Adding a splash of apple cider vinegar helps pull out every bit of collagen and minerals. You'll know it's ready when the liquid turns jelly-like and the Phrygia clear sign of high collagen content. Drink it warm in the morning on an empty stomach, or use it as a base for soups and stews throughout the week. Avoid store-bought versions with additives, and never boil too hard, since high heat can damage delicate amino acids. One retired veteran once shared that sipping a small mug of homemade bone broth each day completely changed his mornings. The stiffness in his knees eased, he could take longer walks without fear of his legs giving out, and even his sleep improved because those painful nighttime cramps were finally gone. So if you're over 60 and noticing swelling, tingling, or weakness in your legs, chances are your body is crying out for more collagen. These 8 foods are more than just meals, they're your body's tools to restore strength, flexibility, and comfort. And remember, the real difference comes not only from what you eat, but also how you prepare and combine these foods. That's the key to healing faster and feeling stronger. Now I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these collagen-rich foods? Did you notice changes in your joints, legs, or even your skin? Share your experience in the comments. I read every single one, and your stories help inspire this community. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, give it a like, it really supports the channel. And don't forget to subscribe to Forever Health 247 and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next tip to keep your body strong, healthy, and full of energy at any age.